Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and Ivan,
Yay.
welcome to News of the Squared. My name is Jeff Stein. With me is Mike Edwin.
Yo.
And
Mike
Ivan
Boyle,
Rivera.
Yay.
Edwin and Boyle, they're all here. Our intern, or Mike Boyle is here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
the intern this week.
Zach,
the intern's taking over this week for me. He's filling in for me.
yeah, it's the News of the Square, the Edwin cut.
Release the Edwin cut.
Release the Edwin cut.
That's right. There was the Twitter campaign. Yeah, saw that hashtag. So we got it. The fans asked, and we answered the call. So the Edwin cut of the News of the Squared is now. It's happening now.
Right, and Ivan's gonna wear bat suit nipples.
Yeah, bad.
Actually, I'm going to wear bat suit nipples, too. We're all going to wear bat suit nipples.
Everyone gets extra bat nipples.
Yes.
So dark.
But we just had sex.
Yep.
All right, so we talked, if you were not on our ridiculous show, the Squares of the Roundtable podcast this past week, this may seem a little out of the blue, but I'm paying something off that we were talking about on Squares of the Roundtable podcast this past week, in which we were talking. Mike was talking about his affinity for watching the Ten Commandments, and we started talking about things like Easter and Passover and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to watch The Passion. It's too dark. So I prefer the 50s grandiose of Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston.
Is that the 50s?
Yeah.
Is that the 50s?
No, Charlton Heston. That's from the 50s, dude.
58.
Really? Wow.
So saith the Lord.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Let Northwestern go. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was funny. We were talking about that, and we were talking about Passover stuff, and because I was a little confused, and I had mentioned that there was something I wanted to mention because we were talking about Passover, and I've been seeing this ad on my Facebook feed for like a week, and I keep looking at it. I'm like, this has got to be wrong, but this is perfect for News of the Square. There's a place called the Evanston Car Wash and Detail Center.
Huh.
Okay. And they have a Passover special.
Okay.
Okay.
And it says that it's valid until certain dates, and it talks about how it's the high roller car wash and detailed carpet vacuum and all this stuff like this. How do I put this? I don't recall there ever being a need to wash your car detail your car as part of Passover, but that's just me.
Yeah, you don't have to put the goat's blood over the driver's side door.
Yeah,
definitely a little plaque in the mirror area there.
I don't, when I'm thinking to myself, hey, I gotta get ready for Passover. I might need to change dishes. I might need to change certain things. I have to get rid of certain types of food. What I'm really thinking is, yeah, my car needs a wash and a detail because Passover is coming. Because that's what I'm thinking about.
When the creeping death comes down your street, you want to be sure your car's clean.
Right. Well, let my SUV go. There you go. I mean,
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I was just like dying because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I keep saying this every week and I'm like, really? I've been saying this for like a week and I keep looking at it and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Passover?
You can drive your way out of Egypt when you're free from bondage.
Yes. Well, when they part the sea, it's a lot faster.
Yeah, you can get across the Red Sea a lot faster.
Yeah, they cut the car. Yeah, there you go.
Behold his mighty hand.
The problem is when you hit the desert and it's 40 years that you're done after a while. You only have so many miles to
be
get
sure
down,
you
so
didn't park in the wrong spot, or it'll go into the chasm with the golden calf.
Yeah.
And just when you thought those Oasis had gasoline.
Yeah, not these Oasis. Not these Oasis. Not this one. No, absolutely not. So
wash your car on Passover. Why not?
Well, apparently before Passover, because it ends before Passover.
Oh, okay.
Because you want to clean it before Passover.
And what? Sure enough, it's going to rain on Passover. Jeez.
Yeah, frogs.
Yeah.
Frogs is there's going to be frogs.
You see hail fall from the sky on a clear day, and it set fire on the ground.
On a clear day, you can see forever.
Well, like I said, I just thought it was funny because I'm literally looking at this thing and I'm like, really?
Passover sale at the car wash place. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's just that when I'm thinking Passover, I'm always thinking car wash.
Yeah.
That's just
I gotta go down the street and I need my car. I'm working with the Passover blues.
I mean, that's right up there with like Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage kind of like level.
Hey, don't you be knocking Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Especially a foot massage, man. Happy endings.
There's happy end. Well, yeah, there's ribs, so I guess there's happy endings there. I mean, there's barbecue and there's a foot massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Bones. What would Batman sound like doing Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage?
It depends. I mean, if it's the Michael Keaton Batman, they like Jones Barbecue Foot Massage. I'm Batman. But if it's Christian Bale, it's Passover. Get your car washed. Where's the car wash? Where is it?
Get your Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Right.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
All right. Well, this news story dropped right after we recorded last week. Obviously.
Of course, that's how it always works.
But I found it on one website, but I like the title of this article from the Smoking Gun better. Pickle packing perv popped on private premise. A pantless Florida man was arrested after police spotted him pleasuring himself with a pickle on a private premise, according to an arrest affidavit. Responding to a suspicious person call around 4 p.m., the cops saw Eric Detige, age 47, lying on his back in front of a townhouse in Oldsmar, a city in the Tampa Bay area. He was unencumbered by pants or underwear, had his penis in one hand and a large uneaten pickle in his other hand. Mm-hmm. Using the pickle to penetrate his rectum while he was masturbating.
Oh. Well, it's got bumps.
It's ribbed for his pleasure, apparently. He was arrested on a misdemeanor exposure of a sexual organs charge. He is being held in the Pinellas County Jail in lieu of $150 bond. His address is listed as the Flying Cloud Mobile Park home in Tampa. Has prior convictions for theft, disorderly conduct, resisting police, and criminal mischief. Jail records note that has "Only God Can Judge Me" tattooed on his arm. There is no indication in court records that the pickle was seized as evidence. So, I don't know, maybe he was...
Wow. I think they might have left it when it laid.
He was,
it had a special coating.
Would you want to haul off on somebody else's pickle that's been up somebody's ass?
Probably not. Well, there was like a Kardashian maybe or something like that, but not that guy. No. I wonder if that's how he gets ready for Passover.
Yeah,
he penetrates his pooter with a pickle.
With a Passover pickle. Yeah, there you go.
A Passover pickle.
Passover pickle car wash. Mm-hmm. What are we eating tonight, Ivan?
Foot massage. Huh?
What are we eating tonight?
What are we eating?
Cheese puffs.
Okay.
Cheese puffs.
What?
Passover puffs.
You don't want a pickle? You don't want a pickle?
Passover puffs to go with your pickle?
Passover puffs with my chicken. Well, how about some matzos with those Cheetos? Can I have a Cheeto matzo? Matzo Cheeto?
What do you got next, Jeff?
Let's see. Well, according to this, there is I don't know where this is at, but apparently there's a Christopher Walken Deer Hunter doll.
What?
Somebody made a doll based on Christopher Walken's character in The Deer Hunter.
Yes.
Okay, and why are we doing this?
It looks like maybe like a 1/6 scale.
Maybe. I can't tell. I mean,
the hair looks...
Why do some really perverted things come to mind when I was thinking about this?
It looks pretty good. It's a pretty good likeness for a doll.
I think it's very good. I just don't know if they'll look... I can't do his voice. Fucking...
Well, how many inches is he?
12-inch. 1/6 scale is 12-inch doll.
So he's bigger than the pickle.
Probably.
Keep the pickle away from my doll, please. All right, if you don't mind, I don't want the man
walking up somebody's ass now
with his pickle. There's a man. He's grabbing himself, and he has a pickle. So please, don't have him near my doll.
Wow.
Don't put the doll next to... Don't put the
doll next to the cucumber. You might mistake one for the other, you know?
Well.
Aye.
Yeah, so there's a Deer Hunter Christopher Walken doll. I don't think anybody ever really wanted that. But hey.
That'll be a peg warmer in about 3 weeks.
I've seen they're bringing back like a lot of the old time kind of Mego kind of 8-inch dolls of like Superman and Batman. I did one of like Captain Picard, and there's other ones. They made one of Hannibal from Silence of the Lambs. He's like in the blue jumpsuit.
Oh my goodness!
I was like, why would you even do that? You'd make one of Christopher Walken, but why?
People are bored.
Hannibal
they
Lecter,
have real leftovers, so they figure they use it for their best purpose. Hey, let's make a Hannibal doll. Let's see if he'll actually buy this thing. Man. Mommy, I want the Hannibal Lecter doll. What do you mean Hannibal Lecter doll? It's right there, Mom. I don't think so.
Yeah, he's sitting at the tea party with the stuffed elephant and the little cutie and the Cupid doll, saying he's having some fava beans.
He's sitting there with Jeffrey Dahmer. Had anyone?
Whoa! Yeah, they'll pass on the pickle that time.
Yeah. Okay. Are you hungry, Jeffrey Dahmer?
No. Why are we bringing up Jeffrey Dahmer?
Because there was a doll of Christopher Walken, and they
Hannibal Lecter.
No. It's okay.
There's a dolls that we like to see.
Now this is a follow-up story. We had a story maybe like a month or two ago about this bodybuilder who married and divorced his sex doll.
Oh yeah, married and divorced now.
Yeah. So that was quick. The bodybuilder because he was cheating on the sex doll. Because she was in for repairs, so he cheated on his sex doll, so they had a divorce. So this is from worldofwonder.net, and we wonder why this is on our show. But bodybuilder, he divorces his sex doll wife after being unfaithful to her, but now he's marrying another sex doll that has the body of a chicken.
No. The man is warped, man.
Not pickle?
Okay. Yeah. We don't want no motorcycle. Okay, he just wants to ride on that pickle.
You might remember the story of a Kazakhstan bodybuilder named Yuri Tolochko who married Margot, a sex doll, last November, and we all thought they'd live happily ever after. Well, not so fast. Margot recently had some sort of technical malfunction and went away to get fixed. And he struggled while she was gone, as men sometimes do, because they're dogs and can't keep it in their pants, even as their wives are in the repair shop. He told the Daily Star, "I don't want Margot to break down again, and that means I have to unload her. I decided that I could have several wives. This tradition exists in some Eastern cultures. So I got acquainted online with another sex doll. I even decided to fly to her, meet her. She lives in Moscow, but they didn't let me out of the airport because of the quarantine. The new doll is named Lola. Well, she's a little bit different from the first sex doll. She has not yet decided on her sexual and gender identity as she is in search. Lola has a woman's head, a chicken's body, and the navel has depth and can be used as a vagina and a penis inserted into it. And he identified her as a massive chicken. P.S. We broke up with Margot. We broke up with Margot. I'm not ready to talk about the reasons for the divorce yet, he says. And he has his own Twitter account. It's Yuri Tolochko underscore Tolochko on Twitter. And he's made a video of himself where he's wearing a Speedo and he's straddling the new girlfriend, and oh my goodness. So this is all perfectly legal in Kazakhstan, where the only legal requirement for a wedding is that both consenting partners have to be male and female and over 18 years old, with no mention of whether they have to be human or not. So there you have it. I'm sure this is not the last time we will report on Mr. Tolochko and his love life.
Yes, on his search for identity, whatever that may be.
I know his first wife looked hotter because she looked like an actual person, but this thing is it's pretty weird. So we wish Mr. Tolochko all the best, and if they want to use, two consenting adults can do whatever they want. If they want to use pickles, they want to use Hannibal Lecter dolls. Hey man, that's you do you.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, what do we got next?
That's a good question. I'm trying to look to see what else we got.
Oh.
Let's see. And again, a lot of this stuff is on the Squares of the Roundtable Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Things like, see pictures of Walken's doll, or, some of the things that we're talking about the MCU. Just kind of looking to see the fact that King of the Hill's possibly on its way back.
Oh
yeah, that's right. I did see that about
there's
the reboot.
Rumors going around the net about possibly bringing back King of the Hill, but I think at least.
But here, I think I found something for you, which is this particular story. Says that a Jeep Wrangler engine explodes after owner tows vehicle in gear and revs it up to 50,000 RPM.
It was in gear. He didn't put it in neutral.
A 2021 Jeep Wrangler 3.6 V6 liter engine apparently tried revving to 8 times its red line after the owner left the vehicle's transfer low case in a low ranging while flat towing. The drive, they report that the results stress tore the engine apart, yielding a scene that looked like it might have been caused by a grenade. The car website spoke with a foreman for the North Florida shop.
Of course, Florida. Thank you, Florida Jeep.
And learn more about the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon that had been flat towed behind an RV. Told the drive that must be this. That when the techs began diagnosing the vehicle, they noticed that it had been in four low, which is what you'd want to when you're traversing rough terrain at low speeds, or stuck in a rut. But most definitely not when you're being towed at highway speeds. For reference, the Jeep Wrangler manual explicitly states not to exceed 25 miles an hour with a four low engage. Yeah. So you can take a wild guess how this went, and guess what?
He blew up his motor.
Perhaps he blew up his motor.
He warped his valves.
Apparently so. What do we got next? Oh, well, I guess, Mike, do you want to take this about our friend Ryan Reynolds?
Yes. Ryan Reynolds. Now, last week we had St. Patrick's Day. So Ryan Reynolds celebrated St. Patrick's Day by watching the Green Lantern for the first time and live tweeting his reactions. So before Ryan Reynolds portrayed Marvel's Deadpool in 2011, he played for the other team as star of the DC Comics-inspired Green Lantern. Now, I saw this in theater personally, and it was a big meh. I mean, I was unawares at the time as to how bad this really was. When I left the theater, I didn't realize it was bad. But looking back, watching it back on cable, when it was briefly available on cable, yeah, it is pretty fucking bad. So it is generally regarded as one of the all-time worst superhero movies ever made, which might explain why Reynolds has never watched it himself until now. On last Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day, he took to Twitter to announce he'd be celebrating by St. Patrick's Day by watching the movie and sharing his impressions on Twitter, aided by a trusty bottle of his aviation gin. So, he says, get ready for a wild ride as Reynolds, who met wife Blake Lively when she co-starred in the film, takes fans on a journey into his not-safe-for-work Green Lantern viewing experience, and as a bonus, there's also a special themed cocktail recipe. He calls it Lantern's Light. It's 1.5 ounces of aviation gin, 1 ounce of apple pucker, and a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, and top it with some ginger ale. Apparently, it's the only fucking movie in existence that's not streaming anywhere, so you're SOL if you want to watch along, but I'm going deep, he says. Hashtag ginner in a movie, hashtag aviation gin. Okay. Let's see some of these tweets he's got. This protagonist seems reckless but likable. Oh boy, tragic childhood flashback sequence killing a beloved parent, designed to instill a level of depth and hard-fought empathy for our hero. Disney perfected this movie. Hey, Angela Bassett is stunning, period. Honestly, this cast is incredible. Oath still works. I stand by my Oath performance, he says. Do you have any idea how weird it is to act while being attacked by invisible space energy? He still has the...
That's the guy with the pickle.
Yeah.
Yep.
See if you can spot the CGI. It's everywhere. There's a picture of Sinestro holding like a sword or something. He says, goddamn, I miss Michael Clark Duncan. I think he's the one who played Sinestro.
No, Michael Clark Duncan's the guy from the Green Mile.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Parallax thought he was so bad. He had no clue 2020 would make him look like a fucking Beanie Baby. Go back to space, asshole.
Nice.
Like that one. They spent 6 hours each day turning Peter Stargard's head into an overinflated beach ball. But the GL suit is a onesie made from old Frogger pixels.
Nice.
The Christian Bale superhero voice. Who wore it first? E! True Hollywood Story should go on a Where Are They Now piece on Hector's mustache. Let's see. Wow, Hector just threw his father into a gigantic tornado of fire. That's exactly how my dad died. Maybe it's the aviation gin talking, but Green Lantern was nothing to fear. Hundreds of incredible crew and cast members did amazing work, and while it's not perfect, it ain't a tragedy. Next time, I won't wait a decade to watch. And he did an online poll saying who elevates the movie the most. Angela Bassett won with 40%. Jeffrey Rush with 12.5%, Mark Strong with 34.2%, and Tim Robbins with 13.2%. I forgot Tim Robbins was in this film. So, yeah. I wonder if you can still stream it, like, in the car wash, watching Green Lantern while you're in the Passover car wash.
Getting your feet done with a pickle.
And, yeah, the pickle's green, so maybe, Maybe Hal Jordan had an extra pickle waiting for the Florida Man. Or he could have made another sex doll for the Tolochko, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of superheroes, last week was the 40th anniversary of the Greatest American Hero. Now, this was a good series for me, because this is on the heels of the Christopher Reeve Superman movie. And I remember watching this show as a kid, and I didn't understand why they changed the title character's name. His name was Ralph Hinckley, but that was the same name of the guy who shot Reagan, so they had to change his name to Hanley, half season after the assassination attempt. But the gist of the story, for those who not know, all the younger people who might not know, the show starred William Catt. He's a school teacher who aliens entrust with a red suit with superpowers, kind of the way how Green Lantern inherited his powers. But it's a suit, but he lost the instructions to the suit, and he didn't know how to use it a lot of times, and he's usually stumbling through the air flying. And you had, it was a cool show for me back in the day. I'm sorry, Ivan?
I said it was good and it was funny.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it as a kid. It was good. It had the LOLs, and so yeah, it was good. I miss that old show.
Me too.
Jeff, what we got next?
I think we're starting to wind down. We only have a couple stories left. Like, for example, apparently, and this is from, ironically, of all places, The Hill. We don't usually get legitimate news sources on this freaking show.
Yeah, what the hell? We're just here from comicbook.com or the TMZ or the Smoking Gun, but The Hill is like legit.
The Hill's like a legitimate source. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, the reason we're talking about it is that there's a Texas museum that removes a wax Trump figure after visitors keep punching it.
I did read about that.
A wax museum in downtown San Antonio, Texas, removed its wax statue of former President Trump after it was repeatedly vandalized. The individual who works, Louis Toussaint Waxworks, pulled the figure from public view after it sustained multiple beatings and transferred it into storage. The scratches on the Trump figure's face were especially damaging, said Clay Stewart, the regional manager of the parent company Ripley's Entertainment. When it's a highly political figure, attacks can be a problem. Maybe they thought it was the blow-up doll. I don't know. The effigy of the former president likely won't return to the display floor until the new wax figure of President Biden is added into the rotation. It is currently still under production in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah.
So the long and short of it is...
Well, they moved it to the foyer so they can keep a better eye on it, but still people were damaging it. And I guess this is not new,
With
apparently.
a pickle?
No, Trump. The Trump statue. But apparently they've had trouble before because he's not the only president who has needed additional measures. They said they've also had trouble with the presidential section because no matter what president it is, they've all had people beat them. Apparently, the ears were torn off the Obama statue 6 times during its tenure. And then, Bush's nose was punched in. So yeah, they said we're doing maintenance and upkeeping, whether it's major or minor damage. We're constantly updating, so everything is always fresh and new. But yeah, it's these crazy political times we're living in. It's it's not about agree and disagree. Be like, political person I disagree with. Here, take that.
Yeah, man. Well, you gotta kind of admit that Trump kind of promoted that behavior.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's all about the pickle. They just. You think
it's about the green pickle?
Yeah, the Florida man. I don't know if the Florida man was going to take the pickle to the statue or not.
Well, I mean, maybe that bodybuilder guy. Maybe that's what's going on. Is he needed the
he's looking for a new wife.
I think the only thing we've got left is this, and this is really kind of not really a News of the Squared story, but I guess they're making an Ace Ventura 3?
What? I mean, I think it's a little bit too late. I mean,
yeah.
When was the first Ace Ventura was in 94?
Something crazy like that.
Why?
I mean,
there's money to be made.
I don't know whether he had a kind of renaissance. I heard it was a good performance in Sonic the Hedgehog, but Jim Carrey's not been doing much. I mean, he was just painting, doing a lot of whatever. But
he was doing
stuff.
He's had a few things. I just don't remember what they are off the top of my head.
Yeah, he had another
project. He's been a lot more of his views.
Mm-hmm.
He has been a little bit more obscure of late, so...
But, I mean, like the sequel... the sequel was not as good as the first one. The first one was good. And the second one was just not... second one was all right. But the one scene with the rhino, I think, was the best scene in that whole film, and that was in the first act.
Right. Well, again, I think, and it's funny, because I think this is going to go... They're talking about this going to Amazon... like Coming to America, if you know what I mean, and Coming to America too. But yeah, so it's funny. I'm looking just to see here. It's interesting because I mean, Jim Carrey seems to. I mean, in fairness, Jim Carrey's been doing things. It's just been quieter.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his IMDb at the moment.
Yeah, he's just not as out there as he used to be. I remember. I don't remember what late night show he was on. I know it was on Channel 2. It was a British guy, and he had made an appearance on this gentleman's show.
Oh, Craig, what's his name?
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson.
I think so. Well,
what are we talking about? That's this. I knew there was something I was missing about Jim Carrey. He was playing Joe Biden on SNL during the
campaign. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he's been out there just doing
different things.
Yeah, different stuff. He's been. I mean, Sonic is one of the first movies he's really done in a while. That, I mean, although it's funny, I didn't realize he did a Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2014. But his. I don't know. It's weird because at one point he became serious actor Jim Carrey, and then. It would be interesting for him to go back to some of these, back in the day when he first started kind of things where it was like, the Ace Venturas or the Liars of the world.
Fireman Jim.
Yeah.
The stuff they did on Living Color.
No.
Yeah, that stuff. I mean, he's just so far removed from that now that I kind of am like, I don't know. Speaking of which, we got... I guess we got some chic we need to find.
Yes, let's find our Iron Chic tweet of the week. If you're not on Twitter, you need to follow us, SOTRT Podcast. And of course, follow _Iron Chic on Twitter because he is awesome.
Chic wrote some poetry for World Poetry Day the other day.
Oh, nice. He shall regale us with some poetry here.
Yes. Roses are red. The violet is blue. Hulk Hogan is a jabroni, and I beat the fuck out of him too.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what else he's got. Just to be left foot, right foot, then go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Under the sea, darling, there is no fucking way. It's better down there where it's wetter, you dumb crab son of a bitch. I don't know what he was watching.
That sounds like Little Mermaid shit.
Maybe. Face down, booty up. That's the way I beat the fuck out of you and put you in my camel clutch. You no good jabroni piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Whoever let the dogs out is a dumb son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'm a fucking national treasure. Sheik must have liked the Snyder Cut here. He says the Snyder Cut, no jabroni Bubba.
Okay.
There you go.
At full capacity, go fuck yourself. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? Okay. You know what you know? You know, and I know that you know who the fuck I am. Okay? I don't know.
That
fuck
sounds
the inflation.
Shit, yeah.
Let's see.
Shit.
Here's a little Evita. Don't cry because it's over, but smile because you're a dumb son of a bitch. Well, no, we didn't go where I thought it was gonna go. If anybody, let's see. If anybody spin me right round, baby, right round, I swear to Jesus, I break their fucking necks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
let's give us one or two more.
Once you're fully vaccinated, everyone together can go fuck themselves.
Oh man.
Let's see. Bill Belichick ready to suplex the earth.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't. Shit, come on, man. For my birthday, my only wish is for all the jabronis on Earth to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie sing excellent for the Kenny. You bring the legend so much happiness, Bubba. Well, no, whatever. Okay, he's talking about Grammy stuff.
Okay.
Hello, Grammys. Go fuck yourself. I haven't really enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's all that and more. You can go check it out. Take just as she always says, take a minute of your day to be nice to someone, you dumb son of a bitch.
There you go.
There you go. And with that, where are we going next?
We're going out. We're hopping into our 2021 Jeep Wrangler. We're going to keep it in 4 low. We're going to rev it to 50,000 RPMs. And we're gonna get out of here.
There we
go. They're gonna shove a pickle in the tailpipe and.
Hey man, I ain't falling for no banana in the tailpipe.
Well, that's good because it's a pickle.
That's right.
Don't want to ride no pickle. Just want to ride my motorcycle.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. Follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter, _Iron Sheik. Otherwise, you're a jabroni. Follow these crazy stories on Facebook page, Squares Roundtable Facebook. Of course, download the show as your usual podcast hosting platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker. And email us at sotrtpodcast@gmail.com. For Ivan and Jeff, that's it. Episode 90 of News of the Squared. Have a great weekend. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
Take care, you jabroni.